Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be showing you how to master your songs in Logic Pro using some Waves plugins or some other plugins, basically. A lot of you guys have asked for this, and here it is. So, basically, what I'd first do is the first step, basically, in getting a good master is making sure your mix is right. So, making sure everything is clean, all your vocals are set right, all the instruments you can hear them, nothing's peaking or clipping. And that's basically the first step is making sure you get a good mix. And then what I do is I open up a new project and I'll drop in the mixed song. And then sometimes I like to add in a reference track below it. And I use a reference track basically to see how loud my track should be in comparison to what how loud it currently is. And you don't have to do it, but it's just it's a good tip to use it if you want. So basically, the first step I do is um, I give myself some headroom. So you go to Utility, Gain, Stereo, and I drop it down maybe around 6 to 8 dBs. I'll do 8.5.
I will finish
You
him.
can see I'm at negative 9 point, basically negative 10 dBs. So that's a good amount of headroom. And next thing I do is I add in my SSL compressor. So if you don't have waves, sorry, you know, you won't be able to do exactly what I'm doing, but there are ways around it. And if you want waves, Pirate Bay. So SSL compressor, stereo. And I usually load up just the mastering, and that's usually sounds good. And then all you need to do is mess with the threshold. So basically, you want no more than 4 dBs of gain reduction, and so you set the threshold.
Don't get me started. I will paint your death in a mental picture. I'm an artist. That's fame talking, aim toward your goals, be a target. They selling they soul for this rap game, but don't know what the cost is. Got some homies on the devil's lettuce, worried about raising some money for carrots. Some other homies spent a grand for some tablets, worried about they sick grandparents. Guess I should've listened when I heard the music industry take you through stages. Now the same homies off the devil's flowers, watching they grandma push a bass.
Then you can use the makeup gain to give yourself some volume back into that. And after I add in my SSL compressor, I give it some top end on the EQ. And so I go into waves and I add an API 550B, two of those actually. And on this one, I add in some clarity around 10K, just about 2 dBs. Fucking there we go. And I turn the analog off of this.
I will finish him, don't get me started.
So that gives it some more clarity. And then I add in another one, 550B, and this one I add in around 15K, 2 dBs. And it doesn't have to be 2 dBs, you could add in 4, whatever sounds good to you, just use your ear.
I will paint your death in a mental picture. I'm an artist. That's fame talking, aim toward your goals, be a target. They selling they soul for this rap game, but don't know what the cost is. Got some homies on the devil's.
So that's already sounding a lot clearer and a lot better. And then the next thing I add in is it's called Kramer Tapes. And what this basically does is it emulates a tape machine to give you that nice warm analog sound, because we're recording in digital, not analog, obviously. And so I go down to the preset mastering clean and open, and I set the noise down because sometimes it's a little too noisy, but it adds in some static, some analog warmth, basically.
I will finish him, don't get me started. I will paint your death in a mental picture. I'm an artist.
And then the final thing I add in is my limiter. So go down to waves, L3 multi maximizer, and I go to the preset. Where is it? Oh yeah, high res CD master. And then from here, what I do is I set everything to 0. And here's what you're going to want to do with this. So you're going to grab this thing in the middle, and you can use this to drag it down. So you just scroll using this, And basically, what I'm going to do is listen to the song, and I'm going to grab the middle and drag it down until you start hearing some. You'll hear the track. It'll sound completely like messed up and crunched and squashed. So I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit so you can hear that.
That's fame talking, aim toward your goals, be a target. They selling they soul for this rap game, but don't know what the cost is. Got some homies on the devil's lettuce, worried about raising some money.
So you can hear that's like completely just destroyed. And so you want to find a balance so you can get the right amount of volume without squashing your track. And the way you do that is basically you just keep dragging it down until you hear your track getting squashed, and then you pull back a couple dBs.
Money for carrots. Some other homies spent a grand for some tablets, worried about they sick grandparents. Guess I should've listened when I heard the music industry take it through stages. Now the same homies off the devil's flowers watching they grandma push up daisies. Bitches told me go home. Now they Roger back, they know mister don't play. What a project pack. She said I'm genuine.
So that sounds about good to me. And then after you find that nice little sweet spot, you grab your output ceiling and you drag it down to negative -0.1, which is industry standard, and then your track will be much, much louder.
Genuine, I said ride my pony while I ride your back. Now when I'm paid in full, half of that go to the IRS. Hoes raising more than just eyebrows. No clothes on my dick rose up to the clouds. These bitches in my pictures got me rocking my hat low as if it's going out of style. 3 in the door, take no.
And then that's basically it. And then you go to File, Bounce, Project or Section. Make sure it's all highlighted though. And I go up to PCM, File Format Wave, and make sure it's at 24 bits. And you can keep it at offline if you want. And if you want to send them an MP3, send the person an MP3 as well. You click that, and then that's basically it. That's how you master a track. Thank you guys for watching. Please follow my social media. I'll leave the links in the description, and follow the artist. I will also leave his links in the description. So thanks for watching, and subscribe.